Hello and welcome to your yin practice. Today's yin class is inspired for those who sit often. So today we will need a bolster. If you don't have a specific bolster, you can always just use a very thick pillow from your bed or from your couch, 2 yoga blocks, and 1 strap. We're going to start by getting into the shoulders from a seat. So feel free to sit up on your block or a blanket if you have one so that your hips are higher than your knees, integrating the femurs more fully into your hips. Grab your strap and bring your strap into both hands wide enough so that it's wider than your shoulders. You'll inhale when the strap is over your head. Exhale, bring it forward towards your pelvis. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, lower it behind you towards your sacrum. Now we'll just keep moving in this way a few more times. And just let this feel good versus like it's straining you. So that's why you can always separate your hands wider on the strap, or you can walk them closer together if you want a deeper stretch. Now inhale, bring your arms back up overhead. Exhale, lower one hand to the side. Extend your fingers to the ground. Press down through the strap and pull up through the opposite hand. So I'm really pulling through my left hand here, but keeping my arm plugged in. Breathe deeply into the space that you're creating in your rib cage. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, lower your other hand to the ground, spread wide through your hand, press down into the strap. Plug your arm in and pull up and away. Breathe deeply into that side body. And you can lower your gaze or lift your gaze, whatever feels best for you here. And inhale, come back through center. Nice, release your strap. We're gonna come all the way down. You can move all of your props out of the way for now. We won't use them quite yet. And you'll come down to your belly. Bring your arms out in front of you for seal pose. And while you're here, extend your left knee off to the side for half frog. Turn your toes in the same direction as your knee. We'll thread the needle here for a gentle twist. Bring your right arm underneath your left, palm face up. And then lower your left forearm horizontally across your mat. For a deeper stretch, lower your left temple to your left arm. If that's too much, you can lower your forehead or your right temple. If you need more space for your chest or this just doesn't feel very comfortable, you can place your bolster underneath your head here instead of using your left arm as a pillow. And just breathe deeply here. to come out. Gently lift your head. Extend your left arm forward. Free up your right arm forward into seal. And extend your left leg back. We'll move right on to side 2. Bring your right knee out to the side so the inside of your knee is on the ground. If this feels tender, you can always slide a blanket or a towel underneath. Here, thread the needle, left arm underneath your right, palm face up. And then bend your right elbow to 90 degrees, forearm parallel to the top line of your mat. For the deeper stretch, lower your right temple down, but again, forehead and left temple are an option. Or use the pillow again under your head if you did so on the first side. Notice anywhere you are holding on to tension and try to let that go. to come out. Lift your head. Extend your right arm forward and then your left. Extend your right leg back. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Press yourself up and settle back to a child's pose. We're not here for very long, but we're just getting the hips an equal amount of depth here with both knees wide. And then walk your hands back towards your knees and round up one vertebra at a time. Lift your head last. Next, we'll get into our hip flexors. Grab your 2 blocks. Bring them as if you're setting up for goddess pose. So one block at its highest height, the second block at its second highest height, 1 inch from the first. And then bring your bolster up the length of both so that you have a ramp. From here, we'll step our feet outside of the bolster and lower your sit bones to the ground. You can always sit up on a blanket or another pillow if you need. And from here, guide yourself down your ramp so that you feel length through the fronts of your hips. Palms face up by your sides here. A few modifications. If this feels like too much, you can extend one of your legs, and then halfway through, about 2.5 minutes in, you can swap the leg that's extended. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you can always lower the blocks or even ditch the blocks and just lay on your bolster. to come out. Press down through your hands on either side of your feet and come up. And then walk your hands forward. Come through a tabletop position. Step your knees together. Lower your hips to one side and bring your legs forward. Now walk your sacrum back up to the base of your ramp. Extend your legs forward and lower yourself down for a chest opener in goddess pose. Palms face up. If it feels good for your body here, you can place bottoms of feet to touch, knees wide. If that's too much, you can extend your legs forward. Place your palms face down by your sides. Come up slowly. We'll transition for Shavasana. Bring your bolster now underneath your knees. If you have blocks and no bolster, it might feel better to use your blocks underneath your knees. You can move your blocks off to the side. Come all the way down to your back. You can place palms face up by your sides or one hand on your heart and the other on your belly. And just let your breath be your main point of focus if your mind travels away from this place. Today I leave you here. Please stay for as long as you'd like. I thank you so much for choosing to slow down today. And I will see you again very soon. From my heart to yours, Shanti.